Oh my god. Is this guy finally making like a full YouTube video? Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is like a very impromptu video. I wasn't planning on doing this. If I'm being honest, I've taken like a mini break from YouTube. I was still uploading YouTube shorts. For some reason, it is very convenient. But I'm active on Instagram. I'm gonna start making regular YouTube videos hopefully. But before we start, I have my coffee here. I just happened to get this message. This is a very important thing that I would like to state. Rohan Joshi is a bitch. Makes sense. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are wondering ke, how the fuck is this guy uploading a video out of nowhere. So Vedas, if you haven't heard, he is a stand-up comedian, most famous for his pronoun controversy. That is the only thing he's known for. So basically, Vedas ने एक video निकाला, I'm not sure, which he talks about how he comes from two Indias. So I'm gonna react to it because I genuinely have not seen it. I've seen a lot of people repost it on their stories and all that stuff. So I thought let's react to it for you guys and let's see what happens.
I wanted to try something since you're all.
So the video starts off and bro is basically talking about I wanted to try something for you guys and all that stuff. Let's just skip to the important part. I think he's doing like a stand up somewhere, I'm not sure.
Inspiration in this moment is to make a video about myself, and I don't want to do that because I'm reminded that I come from India. I come from which India? I come from two Indias.
So the video title is I come from two Indias. So finally addressing it.
Those are the Indias that I bring on stage with me right now. I come from an India where children in masks hold hands with each other, and yet I come from an India where leaders hug each other without masks. I come from an India where the AQI is 9,000, but we still sleep on the roof and look up at the stars. I come from an India where we worship women during the day and gang rape them at night. I come from an India where we claim to be divided over Bollywood on Twitter and yet are united by Bollywood in the darkness of a theatre. I come from an India where we scoff at sexuality and yet fuck till we reach 1 billion people.
That was nice. That was nice.
I come from an India where journalism is supposedly dead because men in fancy suits in studios give each other hand jobs and yet women on the road with laptops are still telling the truth. I come from an India where we bleed blue every time we play green, but every time we lose to green, we turn orange all of a sudden.
That was also good.
I come from an India where we laugh so loudly in the comfort of our own homes that you can hear us through the walls, and yet I come from an India where we break down the walls of a comedy club because you can hear laughter inside. I come from an India where old leaders will not stop talking about their dead fathers and young leaders will not stop following their living mothers. I come from an India that has the largest working population under 30 on the planet but still listens to 75-year-old leaders with 150-year-old ideas. I come
So from the gist of this video that I've understood, he's basically trying to give like an example ke kaise there is so much duality in India and fucking on point till now.
I come from an India where every time we get information, we are always available to care for the PM, but we can't seem to get any information on PM cares. I come from an India where we kicked out the British, but yet we call the government the ruling party. I come from an India where women wear saris and sneakers and yet have to take advice from old men who have never worn a sari and will never get to take one off in their entire lives. I come from an India where our music is bahut hard but our sentiments are bahut soft. I come from an India where people sleep outside on the road outside the club, but man, 20 times a year the road is the club. I come from an India where we take pride in being vegetarians and yet run over the farmers who grow our vegetables. I come from an India where we claim to fully support the troops until it comes to their pension plans. I come to an India where we can never be on time no matter where we go. But yet we are always early on the CoWIN website for some reason.
That's also true. Like, if you haven't understood yet, I really like what he's saying. I really don't think he's saying anything that is exaggerated to a certain extent.
Come from an India where we have maids and drivers and yet want to come to America to do their job. I come from an India that self-serves, and I come from an India that self-preserves. I come from an India that will not shut up, and yet I come from an India that will not speak up. I come from an India that will accuse me of airing our dirty laundry, and yet I come from an India that wears their heart on their sleeve, irrespective of how dirty their clothes are. I come from an India that tells me every single day to go to Pakistan, and yet I also come from an India that invites Pakistanis over every single day, if only to whoop their ass on a cricket field. I come from an India that is going to watch this and say, this isn't stand-up comedy. Where is the goddamn
Exactly.
that will watch this and know that there is a gigantic joke? It just isn't funny. I come from an India where children living in basements and writing on comment sections have more courage than men in skyscrapers. I come from an India that is Hindu and Muslim and Christian and Sikh and Parsi and Jew, and when we all look up at the sky, we only see one thing together: the price of petrol.
Nice.
I leave you tonight and I go back to that India. Which India do I go back to? Both of them. Which India am I proud of? One of them. Which India is proud of me? None of them. I wanted to do this because we're at the Kennedy Center. You know, this is a dream for an artist.
We're gonna skip this part.
And this whole room was built for a great man in his memory. But as I stand here before you, I am reminded that I represent a great people. Great people who built a great thing that is turning into a memory. And I know that you believe in that India like I believe in that India, because I see it in your eyes and you are in this room tonight. So before I leave your country, I will leave this stage and I will put the camera on you, and you make some noise for the India you want to live in, because I promise you that this is the Kennedy Center, but tonight this is our fucking house. So make some noise for India.
So that is where the video ends, and a lot of times people don't give credit where credit is due. Veerdas is probably one of those comedians, a few comedians, who really has a really strong way with words, penmanship, joke writing ability. I don't know what the words are, but this reminded me of his first Netflix special. Something that he's not known for. I have to remind you guys, he's known and only known for the fact that he made a pronoun joke, which was quite funny. Anyways, that reminded me of his first Netflix special called A Broad Understanding, where he talks on similar lines. So I personally, I liked it. Yeah, I am a really big fan of good writing, and I know this was like a little off the topic video. I usually don't make intellectual videos, but this is something that I wanted to make a video on, and I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you guys think about Veerdas and this whole Two India thing. Which India do you resonate with? Let me know. Let me know if I also have to go to Pakistan. I'm down for that shit also. And before I leave, I just have to repeat the message that I gave you guys today. Rohan Joshi is a bitch. He's not going to do anything about it. The only thing he can do is block me, so he's a bitch. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I will see you guys in another video. I know this was like very impromptu. I've been procrastinating a lot to, make like full-fledged YouTube videos. Hopefully this ends it. New videos at least once a week. I'm uploading regular shorts, YouTube shorts. That's like the funniest YouTube shorts there is on the fucking planet. Check them out. I will see you guys in another video. Till then, I don't know, man. Just remember, Rohan Joshi is a bitch. Bye.